Welcome back, Twitch and YouTube. We're continuing on where we left off. We're going to keep jamming Murloc Paladin. Last episode we got up to rank 11 with a 7-1 impressive win streak. I got about an hour or so here before I got to get going, so I figured I'd stream a little bit and see if we can get at least past rank 10 today. We'll see how we do. So we're jumping right into it, and let's work. Let's get some work done here. I realized the 7-1 streak we did last stream, we didn't face one Warlock, which was very nice. And we won our rogue matchup that we did have. The only loss we did have was to the Jade Druid that I let get out of hand. So hopefully we can remedy that. Alright, as usual, we're going to try to get our early start Murlocs here, get the board going. It's a mage. He didn't toss back his first card, so it's probably Exodia, I'm assuming. So you want to really jam that board and do as much damage as you can, because later in the game they're just going to keep freezing all your minions. Okay, since that first card was a Mana Worm, it's probably not Exodia. So Mana Worm's running Secret Mage as well. It's another big one, and Control Mage. So we're going to see between the two which one we think we got. Char Creeper, probably Control Mage. So I can keep the Tidecaller alive if I Rallying Blade here, but I think I can just trade it. He's already done work already. I think that gives me a little better board position a little bit. I'll have to review the tape later to see if that was a good idea or not, but Crossbow's fine. Alright, this may be like an elemental control build, it looks like. Alright, so 5th turn I want a Scalebane, 6th turn I want a Spike Ridge. I think the only thing I really can do is Rallying Blade here, unless I want a hero power, but I don't. I'm going to go ahead and trade away that elemental. 4th turn elemental, there we go. Finch is pretty good here, but I wouldn't be able to trade easily. I think it's better just to smash the Scalebane and go. I'm going to keep the charge on my weapon. He's probably looking for more removal. Oh, another glyph. There we go, yeah. Okay, so we're not talking a Reno build. That's 2 Frostbolts. Yeah, I can't Spike Ridge. It sucks. Now I can drop Finja, because it kind of kills everything. That'll help me get my board back too. Alright, so 7th turn, let's see what we draw here. Vilefin, that's pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and buff a bunch of Murlocs here. Alternatively, I could play Spike Ridge on, say, Finja or something like that, which will let me play Tyrion on turn 8. Because what else is he going to do here? On turn 7, I mean, he could Flame Strike, so I would really have to buff. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, let's just make a bunch of Murlocs here. That's probably my best bet. This way, if he drops something that might die to Finja, I can pull out a War Leader or something like that for my deck and have a really powerful board. Blizzard. Okay, that's fine. That's why we buffed him. It's fine. There's the War Leader. Doesn't help me though. So I can play Tyrion, or I can Spike Ridge to try to save one of these things from another AoE. He probably is going to be running Flame Strike as well as Blizzard if he's running two of them in this deck. Flame Strike would clear the board pretty much, but Tyrion I think is the best play here. Is the other Blizzard? Yeah. Okay. Both Blizzards are gone. He does have a card he got gifted, so we'll see what that is. I forgot what that was from. Alright, I'm going to Spike Ridge. I think. Let's see what secret we get here. Do I have more Battlecry stuff? I think. A lot of these are viable choices. He's going into his turn 9. I think Getaway Kodo is probably going to be my best bet here. So I'm going to Getaway Kodo, and then I'm also going to Spike Ridge on Finja. This keeps him alive. He might be able to pull some more Murlocs from my deck, which would be pretty nice. 2 AoEs down. Firelands was the gift. Okay. See, now Redemption would have been pretty tech there. But I still get him back. Yeah. Starting out right. Also, I put my YouTube channel on there. I haven't really posted on that very much, but I've been posting these videos and streams that I've been doing there so that I can watch them again later remotely. It's really been helping out a lot, actually. I think I'm improving a lot by doing these streams and talking over every move that I make. I know I made a couple mistakes here and there, but that's the point of the videos, is to correct those. So if you guys want to take a look at them, they're all there, all 3 of the episodes so far. This will be the 4th. I know they helped me, so maybe they'll help you. We're doing a Warlock here. This is our bad matchups here. Control Warlock and Zoo Warlock are the 2 most popular ones, and they pretty much wreck this Murloc deck. I did notice that the bigger minions that I put on the board seems to help me out more in the control matchup. It doesn't die to their little AoEs and like the Despicable Dreadlord, the 1 ping AoEs and stuff like that. This looks like possibly Zoo. I'm going to coin out one of the Hydrologists. It's important to get the board. Noble Sack's probably my best bet there. I don't know exactly when I'm going to play it though, because my curve looks kind of packed already. I'll play Hydrologist again. We're going to do Getaway Kodo, so we have Sack, Noble Sack, and Getaway Kodo. I'm going to attack here and keep my guy alive. Typically you would trade into the 3-2, but since I have the Seer in my hand, I'd like to try to keep the Murlocs around as much as possible, and I don't think he's going to trade his 3-2 into my guy. And that was correct. So I got a couple things I could do here. I could Grimscale and Secret up. I can buff my single Murloc and clear one of his 3-2s. That'll give me 5 minus 2. That'll give me a 2-2 again. It just doesn't seem like it's that strong of a play, though. I think I want to Grimscale and Secret up. And I'm going to go ahead and damage the draw mechanism as much as I can. It's got a lot of good stuff on fourth turn. Chain Gang's one of them. Hopefully he attacks with one of the 3/2s first, and I can clear that out of the way. Next turn I got a couple options. I can Megasar if I feel like I can win pretty well with it. Not really win, but be able to get the board back. I can play Blessings of Kings and make one of those guys really powerful. Yes, alright, that's good. Which would be helpful for trading into the Chain Gang, because right now I can't do anything about that. That was a bad matchup. Remind me next time to not have Noble Sack and yeah, remind me not to do that again. That's pretty dumb. Alright, I think I get Vilefin here and then buff their health so I can keep my board around a little longer. Because if I Megasar here, I really would be looking for like +3 health anyway to keep these guys alive, or Divine Shield or something like that. And I think this is the better play. So now I can clear one of these Serenites. Fifth turn you can drop the Despicable Dreadlord, kill these two guys, and then probably if he wants to trade he can kill the rest of these guys as well. Or Serenite, that's not bad. So far, just gonna draw a card. Well, it's good to see a Doomguard God. Alright. Scalebane looks pretty strong here, but I think I need to continue to work on my board more. Because I'd be Scalebane and trade, and then I'd still have 2 more trades. But if I Blessing of Kings and Defender, they both are pretty reasonable. What am I going to do for 6th turn? Probably Hero Power and Megasar. 7th turn, Curator. So I would never play the Scalebane if I don't play it now. Yeah, I'm going to do the Scalebane. It helps my board more than just having 1 minion on. Alright, now my Hero Power Megasar doesn't look too bad either, still. I can make a giant Scalebane, but I really want his buff to fall on something. I could also do Rockpool Hero Power, Rockpool Megasar, which would be a bigger minion to buff. I think that's a better play. It doesn't die to the Serenite. Divine Shield looks pretty good. 3 attack would make it huge, but then it could die really quick. What would he have otherwise? I think Divine Shield looks pretty good, and then hope that the Scalebane buffs the Rockpool. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. We're getting the board back here. We now have more minions than he does, which is pretty good. It's the first time in the game we've been able to do that. Alright, I think we pretty obviously play the Curator here. The question is, what do we trade? I'd like to keep the Scalebane alive, so I'm going to trade him here. I'm going to go ahead and just trade 2 into this taunt. Play the Curator. Okay. I can work with most of this. 7 damage is pretty close. He's already played 1 Soulfire, yeah. We gotta start putting pressure on him. So hopefully he drops something that I can easily trade into, and then we can go from there. Despicable Dreadlord kind of sucks here because then it would kill my Scalebane. And then he can kill my Curator with it as well, which is kind of probably the worst play I would want him not to play. Patches from hand, I always like seeing that. Alright, so we gotta get a taunt back up here. He's got another Doom Guard. Ooh. This is a tough turn. I do like Tarim. And if I'm gonna trade anyway, that would be good. What else would I play with him? Yeah, I'm gonna trade. I'm gonna play Tarim to get a taunt on the board. And then I'm gonna buff my Rock Pool. I'm not sure which order would have been better there. Having a 3-3 here or the 4-4 here. I think the 4-4 is better in general. Because that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I can get him down to 1 next turn with Blessing of Kings. Oh, there's a Rallying Blight. That's a win. Yeah. Beat a Warlock. That's good. We had to claw that board back. I was down to 7 life. That's pretty tough. Alright, we're down to rank 10. It's good. Let's keep it going. Oh, another Warlock. Is it the same Warlock? Oh, it's your opponent. Alright, I don't like having the Seer. Oh, the Seer kind of saved me last game. But I'd rather have like Chum or Tidecaller or Vilefin, one of my earlier minions, to buff from the Rock Pool. So I'm going to toss those back. I hope I get a 1-drop. Hydrologist and Seer. Haha, there's a Balfin. Okay, so I got a 1-drop. So the question is Zoo or Control? I'm a little better against Zoo historically than I am against Control. That doesn't tell me anything. Okay, that tells me it's Zoo. So I can buff and swing with the Rock Pool, or I can play Hydrologist. If I play Hydrologist, I wouldn't be able to play the Secret yet this turn anyway, so it's kind of moot. I think I'd rather buff and swing. Try to get my minions as sticky as possible. if the Rock Pool and the Leviathan survive, I think I Cold Light Seer next turn to keep them alive even more and fight for board as much as I can by keeping those guys alive. It's really one of your only options against zoos is you got to get the board. I think it's so easy for them just to fill up the board. So 5 minions. But they're all pretty low health, which is always good. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and Seer here. Buff my Murlocs here. Bigger their health pool is, the more I can kill them. And then I'll just kill the pirate. So now we're even on minions. He's going into turn 3. The reason I killed the pirate instead is because he could have buffed it easily with the pirate 33 guy. I can't forget his name right now, but he could easily buffed him on turn 3, and then he would have had a 2-3 and a 2-2 on board. See, the Seer does some good work in the Zoo matchup. I think I should maybe not mulligan them away. It really depends. I really wanted a 1-drop though, and that really did help having the Vilefin draw. So who knows if I would have drew him or not if I didn't mulligan that other Seer away. Let's talk 4th turn. I'm probably going to Megasar because he can't really clear any of my guys. Wind Fury would be great because then I can clear his board completely going into turn 4, which would be amazing. Again, health, attack would be pretty good. +1/+1 would be pretty good. So yeah, there's a lot of good stuff from Megasar I can use, so I'm going to go ahead and drop him. Poisonous. Poisonous doesn't really help. I can clear all his guys normally, except for the card draw. Death Rattle Summon Plants is pretty good, because then it gives me more minions. So it's really between Poisonous and Death Rattle. I think I'm going to go Poisonous, so I can clear his card draw. I'm also going to clear the pirate and the firefly. Just get his board as naked as possible. I'm looking at probably a Soulfire on the Megasar. It'll probably be a pretty decent play here. Or a Serenite Chain Gang is pretty good. I'm glad I went Poisonous, because my 2 attacks don't really do much against that. Terram's pretty good. Okay, so I can Hydrologist, Hero Power, and Secret this turn, or I can Blessing a King something. I like the Blessing a King's idea. It gives me a bigger minion that he has to really work to remove. So 5th turn, we're looking at probably the 5/7 charge Doomguard. So I really don't want to put this guy at 5 health, but I don't mind it that much if he trades into that. I want to keep this guy alive. And then we go face. Alright, so his board's naked. That's pretty good. We're in a decent position here. Next turn, if these don't die, I can tear him and make him 3/3s, 3/3 Poisonous, so I can keep Poisonous on the board. That's pretty nice. Seer would be pretty good too, because then we give him more health. There's the captain I was talking about earlier. Couldn't tell, but I think he drew that most recently. He's still got 2 cards that he got off his mulligan that he hasn't played. I'm assuming those are like higher end cards. Bone Mare, Blood Reaver Gul'dan. Alright. So I can trade and survive here, which is pretty nice. And then I can tear him and make my guys' longevity pretty good to keep them alive. I could go face, so this is like 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 damage. Or 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 total damage. Pretty good, putting him at 3. We're going to turn 6, and he doesn't have a coin, so I don't have to worry about a bone mare next turn. Yeah, I'm going to swing these two to face. And then I'm going to drop tear him. And then swing these two to face. Putting him at 3. That way if one of my minions survives and he doesn't have a taunt, I can get through. Having 3 poisonous, even if he does have a taunt, or a Serenite Chain Gang, 2 taunts, I can still get through both those poisonous. I can get through with damage as well, but... So he's looking at his earlier cards now. Dreadlord, okay. It doesn't do not much. That's it, we win. Yeah, beat 2 Warlocks today. It's pretty good. Maybe the same one, I can't tell. It says your opponent, so it didn't connect properly. I usually have a little better matchup against Zoo, since I understand like board control. Really, the control Warlock is the one that really gets me. But it's still really nice to beat Warlocks. Let's get that going again. 3-0 today, not bad. Alright, Priest. Name of the game is get on board and get as much damage in as I can. Watch out for board clears. Turn 6 is the big one, but then you also got Pint-Sized Horror and stuff like that, so this isn't a bad curve. I'd rather have a 1-drop. Alright, so I'm going to coin out the Hydrologist so that I can rock pool him next turn. We're looking for Getaway Kodo here. Getaway Kodo is really strong. I usually pick that because there's a lot of battle cries in this deck, and being able to replay that card is always really nice. Alright, so turn 3, I think I buff their health with Cold Light. Unless I get something game-breaking. Can't see anything else I would really say. Maybe a War Leader or something. Alright, so Shadowword Pained. If I were to Vial of Fin Hero Power, it gives me 2 more Murlocs for turn 4. Megasar. So the thing that could hurt me there would be the Mind Control Potion. But then that would only kill 1 of my Murlocs. I think it's better. Best play here is to do this. Instead of just buffing the Tidecaller alone, making more Murlocs helps. And then he can only grab 1 of these guys, and only kill 1 of these guys if he grabs them. Card draw and heal. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and drop the Megasar. We'll see what we can get. Wind Fury is pretty good. Poisonous is also pretty good going into the higher turns, but I think Wind Fury will make the threats big enough that he'll want to clear everything completely. And if I get a War Leader or something like that, that's pretty stupid powerful with the Wind Fury. Blessing of Kings also really helps. Silence. 1 damage. Gotta have another spell, right? Okay. So I can do a bunch of stuff here, actually. I really want to put Blessing of Kings on the Wind Fury guy and go face. What would that be? It would be 5, 10, 15, 16, 17 damage. That'd be putting him at 3, which is room for Rallying Blade the following turn, but he would probably heal. And then could he clear my board after that? I think he'd have a hard time clearing the board. He can go ahead and Dragon Fury, and if he does that, then I can easily kill. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to Blessing of Kings here. I'm going to do 10 damage off of this guy, do 5 off of this guy, 2 here. Go ahead and play Getaway Kodo. Kind of scare him a little bit. And if he Dragon Fires here, I'm completely fine, because then he's using all his mana, he won't be able to heal, and I can kill him with a Rallying Blade next turn. This is probably... oh, Binding Heal. Oh man, that was a good pickup off of that Courier. It's okay. It's okay. Megastar's back in my hand. Yeah, that Binding It was a great pickup. Okay, we got a full board clear. That's alright though. Ooh, let's try to set up for a Bone Mare turn here. So we play Hydrologist, and then we buff them with the Cold Light. Try to keep them alive as much as possible. I'm going to have 1 extra mana. I think Noble Sack does pretty good here, because if he tries to swing with his Pyromancer to clear my board completely, it'll be null. Getaway Kodo I think would have been pretty good as well. But I want to try to keep my minions on board as much as possible. Going into 7th turn here. His 7th turn cards. Not very many. Shadowy Grandawine's 8. Ugh, okay. Then we gotta start all over again. Build a big board. Try to do some more damage. Alright, we're just still gonna Bone Mare here though. Into turn 8, Shadow Reaper Anduin, which will kill these 2 guys. Yep. And I think I Rockpool Megasar here. Rockpool Hero Power Megasar here. Alternatively, I can Scalebane Rallying Blade, which is pretty tough too. But I want to kind of take my guy out of ping range, because he can just deal 2 damage to him and kill him. It'd be kind of bad. So we're gonna Rockpool Hero Power Megasar. Ooh man. 3 attack looks pretty hot right here. Kind of puts pressure on him, brings him down to 9. And let's say worst case scenario, he can ping this, play a card, and then ping another one. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just go for the attack instead of the defense. Alternatively, I could have went defense and buffed these guys up a little more. to brought him out of the ping range. But I really want to do the damage. I miscalculated. I added that wrong. Void Form, Glimmer Root. Wonder what he's gonna get. Hopefully, you just got a Murloc or something. Yes. See, pushing that damage there did set up a really good turn there. That's what you got to do. You can't let him get out of hand. I mean, technically, if he had Raza there, I was screwed. If he had Raza earlier plays. Alright, looking pretty good. 4 wins in a half hour. Not bad. I only got about another half hour. I'm waiting for my wife to get back from a test she's taken. And then we're going to go to my grandma's 80th birthday party. So, like I said, a short stream. Kind of a bonus I can get on today anyway, so it worked out nice. Typically I work on Saturdays. But I'm working Sunday instead. I got rid of my higher cost cards because I want earlier stuff here. Waiting for him to mulligan here. Okay, he mulliganed his first card, so it's probably not secret. I mean, probably not quest. Playing the Tricolor is pretty much my only play there. I'm hoping for a 2-drop Murloc here, or even a 1-drop would be fine. Rock Pool would probably be the best 2-drop. Ugh. Not looking good, guys. I'm going to go ahead and clear here. He's going to do it anyway. So third turn I can Rallying Blade and clear his Man Worm. I'm hoping he just goes face and pings my Tide Collar. Yep. That was probably one of the worst ways. Drawing backwards here. So Rallying Blade's still really my only choice here. This guy can grow, even though he's at 2 health, so I can miss out on the 1 damage there. And I'm just going to go face. I'm going to let him clear my guy instead of just doing the 2 here. Doesn't help anyway. 4th turn I could slam a Megasar with no Murlocs. Yeah, this Secret Mage is getting on the board real quick here. Yeah, I can play Chum for no reason. I'm going to go ahead and clear this guy though. See if I can bait out a secret. This may be Mirror Entity, which I don't even think... The Secret Mage even run Mirror Entity? I think it's mainly defensive stuff, right? Yeah. It's good to test for that instead of my bigger stuff. I think they were to just run like 2 Ice Barrier and an Ice Block, or vice versa. And some of them run the Spell Breaker, or Spell, whatever the one that steals your spells that you target. I think it's Spell Breaker. Alright, 5th turn. Yeah, I can try to slam a Megasar. It's actually not that bad now that I know that's not Mirror Entity. I got 2. It makes him trade or use a removal. Sometimes your deck just, you don't draw very well. I have a really good early curve, so I should have drawn my earlier stuff, but it's a card game. You win some, you lose some. It looks like I'm going to lose this one. It's weird though, typically I don't lose to Mage. If you guys like what you're seeing or have any comments or anything like that, just go ahead and pop it in chat. I can respond to you. I'm learning, so hopefully you guys can be learning as well. Eek. Just got ugly draws here. Tarim alone does nothing. I could probably rock pool. Megasar is probably my best bet here. Kind of advances the board. I'm looking for +1/+1 isn't bad. Can't be targeted is pretty good because it keeps him out of the way of the frost bolts and stuff like that they like to cast. He already used a flame geyser that he got from a glyph, so that wouldn't help him. And Divine Shield isn't bad in general, but he can just ping it away with his hero power, so I don't get very much value from that. So it's either can't be targeted or +1/+1. I think I'm going to go +1/+1 because then it makes him a 3/4, and then I can clear the Hydrologist if I need to, if it's still on the board next turn. Following turn, I think I Curator every day of the week, unless something crazy happens. Get my hand full of more Murlocs, get them out of the deck so I draw more of my good stuff, like buffs and Tone Mirror and stuff like that. I almost don't want to play Spike Ridge Steed until I know exactly what that secret is. It could be a spell stealing one, it could be counterspell. Yeah, Secret Mage runs counterspell as well. It could be, but it could be the one that steals it, and I don't really want to Spike Ridge one of his guys. It's probably instant loss at that point. Frostbolt. See, that can't be targeted would have been a lot better there, knowing he had a Frostbolt. But it still made him spend 4 mana to remove that 2/2 or the 2 mana guy. It's okay in my book. Alright, so I don't have any Murlocs in hand right now. However, what's nice is I can trade with the Megasar and then drop Tarim, but it'll buff this guy, which is kind of bad. So I'm going to continue with the plan and drop Curator. And I'm going to go clear that guy, because then it puts him at 2. If I cleared the Apprentice here, it would have put him at 1 and he could have just pinged it. And the 1/2 is really not a threat at the moment. Unless Secret Mage starts running Bone Mare, which they might. I mean, Bone Mare is pretty much in every deck now. I still don't know what Blizzard was thinking making him a common, but Firelands. Oh, that's cool. I can get 5 to him off of that. That's probably one of the better ones in my favor there. Alright, so I think we just start filling up with Murlocs. We haven't seen any of his AoE yet, which is scary. But 6, 7. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think we just fill up with Murlocs here. We want to play the War Leader first, and then the Seer to buff all of them. This keeps him out of like Blizzard range. The only thing that really hurts me would be Flame Strike, because then it would kill these two. Having a bunch on my board is good for Tarim. They do play Bone Mare. It's in every deck. It's a pretty good play. Okay, so Tarim is probably coming down this turn. I could also Spellbreaker it, but I really want to do 3 damage to him because that's, I mean, you have to. So if I play Tarim, that's 6 mana. I have 3 extra mana. I can't play anything else from hand, so I might as well bust out another guy to get turned into 3/3. I can't trade first and then buff my guys, so I'm just going to go ahead and drop them. Now I'm going to hit him. And I'm just going to clear his board completely. For fear of a second Bone Mare or something. Next turn we're talking 10 mana, so
Excuse me, you are on fire.
I think I could scale Bane and Blessing of Kings. It's a pretty good play. Make my guy huge. Kind of gotta watch out for Meteor, but I don't think they play Meteor here. Ooh, Bone Mare's nice. But I think I still want to use 2 cards to put another threat on board. So I'm going to scale Bane. I'm going to block. Counterspell. Okay, good. So we got that out of the way. We know what that is. I'm going to kill the this guy first. That way, he has to trade his 5/5 into it, or trade the 4/3 and ping, and then trade his 5/5 into my 5/5. Could really use a Finja to get some more wider board here. I haven't seen any AoE yet. That's a pretty good Babbling Book pickup. These guys are great late game. I used to run, what was it, Duplicate, where you when your friendly minion dies, you put 2 more copies in your hand. And I used to run that with the Secret Mage with these guys, and they were pretty ridiculous. Alright, so I can Hero Power Bone Mare. Making 2 5/5s on the board. He would just trade one. Dropping a Bone Mare is scary with this new secret here. It's one that he had. I don't know how long he had it in his hand. I didn't see when he played it. So it could be another counterspell. What else would I want to play Bone Mare on? I mean, one of my other minions, but I don't have anything right now. Maybe Finja if I drew him. Yeah, I think Hero Power Bone Mare is my only play here. And just hope he doesn't have Mirror Entity. Okay. It's probably Counterspell again. Just on the timing that he played it. He played it after the turn after his other one popped. Okay. So he's going to clear my board again. Another Crystal Runner.
Excuse me, you are on fire.
Alright. We need Tyrion. Spike Ridged Steed. I mean, do I chance it with Spellbreaker Spike Ridge? Yeah, I guess I lose either way, right? If Counterspell. Alright. So you can do 7 this turn. What's in his hand? Man, I'm just drawing my crap right now. I'm looking for like Noble Sacrifice here. I didn't get it. Getaway Kodo is better than Redemption at the moment for what I have in my hand. 8. So that's 7, 8. He can do. If he got 1 more damage from hand, I would lose. So I play these. Oh, sorry, I gotta stop drumming with my thumbs. Set off the volcano one more time. It was tough, man. Drew backwards and he had a great start. So, Alright, first loss of the day. Not too bad though. Gotta stay positive, right? Can't let one loss get you. Especially when we are now 4-1. Nice. Alright, Rogue. Rogue's a tough matchup. Tough matchup. Got to get on board early and keep it. Since I'm not playing the Galacos that I was playing earlier, this makes this matchup pretty even harder. War Leader's pretty good, that's why I kept him. Drawing Bone Mare really didn't help at all, but it's alright. Firefly, he's getting on board. Scalebane. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and coin out the rock pool because I need to get this board going. I hope I get a 2-drop next turn, like another rock pool or a hydrologist would be pretty good. He's going to backstab and hero power. All right, that's tough. Yeah, we hope we get another chum. Chum just dies to his hero power, but it's either that or I hero power myself. So when this really gets going, there's not much I can do here. Lock of Crawl would make this matchup a lot better. But even then, if I had one right there, it wouldn't even help me. I'm going to drop the 4/4 War Leader. To me, that's a little better than just the Rallying Blade. Oh, excuse me. Wow, both backstabs. That hurts. So on 4th turn, he's got a board full of stuff. And I got really nothing in my hand that helps. Alright, I can Bilefin, Rallying Blade, clear Shaku. That's all I got. If I get anywhere in this one, I need to get the board back. And if I get the board back, I'm probably going to be about 3 or 4 life by then. Oh my god, he got True Silver off the Swashbuckler. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty much it for us, man. Curator does not help me. Alright, so I'm just going to slam Scalebane. I'm going to clear a pirate. Again, clearing the pirate helps out because he can't buff his elementals, he can buff his pirates. He's going to flood his board, which makes my Tarim turn even worse.
Give me a quest.
Oops, order.
The Brotherhood shall come.
Oh yeah, that's it. Okay, well I'm going to tear him anyway because dropping that down to a 3/3 helps. Now he's going to play his other Wisp
Give me a quest.
and another Questing Adventurer. Wow.
Back to your homes.
Yeah, that's it for us guys. We're dead here. Like even dropping a big taunt does nothing.
The menagerie is for guests only.
Because he can just clear it here and then still deal 9 in my face. It's a great start for him.
Incredible.
Yeah, incredible. Alright, we are 4-2. We are now here. Alright, yeah, I'm hoping to get below rank 10 by the end of the day today. So, let's keep it going. Huh, what is this on the side? I wonder if you guys see that on the stream. It does look like it. It goes away when the deck tracker goes up. Is this the same guy?
I will fight with honor.
No, different guy. Alright, again, we gotta fight for board. We gotta get on board early. Seer does some pretty good work here, keeping the board. I'm gonna drop away Bach and hope I get a 1-drop. Good. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3. Got a good curve. About all we can ask for right now. I really like the Valfin turn 1 here. Is better than Tide Caller because you can't just get backstabbed. So there's that. Hallucination first turn. Okay. So I Hydra this next turn. Looking for Getaway Kodo. Noble of Sacrifice does a really good job in this one as well. Of course, I didn't get any of those. So Repentance doesn't really do much except for maybe the odd Tar Creeper, but I think for the most part, Temple Rogue's going with Serenite Chain Gang, which I believe this goes off after he summons the second one, so it's not as good. Either way, I'm looking at 3, and then 4th turn I'm going to play it. So 4th turn, I would want probably Redemption. So you have to kill my War Leader twice if you were to do that. Yeah, this is why I had Crawlers in the build instead of Seers, because they're really good against Rogue. They put in a lot of work, early game and late game. Yeah, there's the backstab. So having that Tide Caller on first turn would have sucked really bad. All right, see, I like him getting Light's Justice instead of Rallying Blade or True Silver. All right, so 3rd turn, I can buff this guy and put Redemption down. Didn't really help that much. Seer will help him keep alive, but then he's still a 1/2. Maybe 2 2/3s on the board. What is that set up for? SI7 will deal 2. I think I War Leader this turn. And if he's going to SI7, he'll SI7 that.
Move quickly.
I don't know, that's a tough play there. I can buff one guy with the Seer, or I can drop the Rock Pool and buff that guy. Okay, here comes a 2/2. Oh. See, Galactic Crawler would have been a lot better than Seer in this matchup right here. But Seer won me the Zoo matchup earlier, so it's really a trade-off. I'm going to just try to develop my board a little more. Really, the only thing I can do is just try to put minions down. Even if he's just going to clear him, I got to get him down. Chain Gang's really tough there. Alright, so my plays are Bilefin, or Hero Power, and Seer, I think I put a threat down. I think I gotta put the scale bane down. If I'm gonna have any chance, I'm gonna have to put the scale bane down and have them trade into it. Bam. Getting this bad Tarim turn, because he loses 3 damage here, but he gains 2, 4, 5 damage there, so it'd be bad to play Tarim. So he's got 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Technically, he wouldn't be able to kill me with what he's got on the board right now. So, Hero Power, Vilefin, Seer. That's really bad. That's all I needed was the extra 4 damage. Good game. Oh, you need 5. Either way. So now I think I tear him. Redemption. Trade. 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 So 3, 6, 9 into him. Oh, 3, 6 plus hero power 7. Comes back to life. Yeah, he's got me. Alright, we're in free-for-all. 3 losses in a row. 2 to rogues. Really makes me wish I had my Galactic Crawlers in here. But, I don't think I want to change it. Or 3. We still got a winning average here. Let's see, yeah, it was Rogue, and then that Mage was the other loss there. I've seen a build also where they were taking, they had Galactic Crawlers in against Tempo Rogue, and they were also using Zual or the Zuba, or the thing that gives a +2/+2 to a beast and a Murloc and a dragon, because of the scale bane could be on the board too, which actually works kind of good in this deck, I think. I'm kind of debating on whether or not to play that. They remove like Spellbreaker and another Bone Mare, so they only have like 1 each of the buff cards, late game buffs, which isn't bad. So I think sometimes you end up drawing bad into it, like here. Like, I didn't need a Bone Mare, Tyrion, or Sunkeeper right now. Tricolor is really the only play here. Not a good one, but it's the only play. I'm hoping he gets greedy, does Hyena and trades. Wow. Alright. Another good idea would have the Locker Crawler. I wouldn't have expected it though in Pirates.
For justice.
Rallying Blade was all I can do. I got a good late game, 5, 6, 7, 8, but I don't think it's going to get to that if it's still doing this. I'm still drawing like this. He's got his own crawler. Yeah, allocate. Spiker. Drawing the deck completely backwards.
Reporting for duty.
Fourth turn, he's going to Houndmaster onto something, probably. Yep. Fifth turn, he's got 9, 10, 11 damage, so he can't really technically kill me. Oh, Kill Command will kill me. Kill Command Hero Power, that would have been enough to kill me. Alright, that's it there.
Victory is
Alright, we're 50-50 today. 4 losses in a row after 4 wins in a row. That means I gotta stand up, move around a bit. I'm probably gonna throw this empty coffee cup away and I'll be back in like 2 minutes. It wasn't even 2 minutes. I don't typically draw this deck backwards, but it's happened twice today. It's kind of weird. I mean, I have a really good curve. A lot of 1, 2, 3 drop minions. Bailey, was this the same same hunter I just faced?
I will fight with honor.
No. Poseidon was the last guy I placed. That's not bad. 1, 2, 3 helps me get the board. I kind of like that. I'm on coins, so if he drops the alley cats, okay, good. I wouldn't have tide colored there because then he could have just traded the 2 cats into the tide color. Hungry Crab. Who checks against Murlocs? Apparently this guy. I'm gonna Railing Blade because he just eats my Murlocs any other way. Ooh, a cup of coffee. Or it could be hot cocoa. But I don't see any whipped cream, so I'm thinking it's coffee. Who doesn't put whipped cream or marshmallows in their coffee? Come on. I guess those might be marshmallows, but they look more like bubbling. Death rattle summon plants? Yeah, okay. If I drop the war leader, he just dies. But if I drop the rock pool, he'd have to trade with his 3/2. If he just goes face, Blessing of Kings, that's really good for a turn 4 here. He's got his own weapon. Going wide. At least we kind of wish I had Consecration in this deck. Which might be a good replacement for one Blessing of Kings. But it'd be really inconsistent just to have one in the deck. But Consecration used to do so much work back in the day against, you know, I used to play a lot of Secret Paladin as well. So Consecration on turn 4 was awesome against aggressive decks who took the board. Problem is, in Murloc Paladin, you pretty much want to take the board yourself and keep it through minion-based combat. But, I mean, far too often I'm looking at turn 4 where a board full of minions is killing me. So, maybe I'd like to try to figure that in there. I mean, Spellbreaker is in there for a few good matchups, like... Oh, man. I'm dead on turn 5. Just free falling here, guys. I'm sorry. I wish I had better matchups to show you. Not very much else I could have done there. I think I was doing the best I can. Again, I'm going to review the tapes later and on YouTube. There's a good plug for my, I guess it's over there, right? My YouTube channel if you want to check it out. I have an old video from way back in the day when we, our guild in World of Warcraft finally beat Razor Gore. We were wiping to him for like 2 or 3 months straight, and if you don't really know about it, BWL was like the harder content, and we were in Molten Core, which is the other raid at the time, forever, trying to farm gear enough to beat Razor Gore. And on our first kill, I was able to record it. Okay, so we got another rogue. Poor matchup here, but we're going to try to get the board, keep it. Tide Collar is really not that good to play first turn, so that's why I'm keeping the Chum. And hopefully it will draw out a backstab or something then. I'm on coin. Yeah, I'm on coins, so he can just hero power next turn if he wants to. Maybe I double Tide Collar here. This is a tough one. Yeah, I think I'm going to double Tide Collar here. Hope that he doesn't have double backstab. Or so the thing that I lose here too is a backstab and then hero power trade. Or double backstab. Ooh, he's got a cold blood. Was he trying to do damage now? That's a weird play. And it's weird that he traded like that too. I would at least try to keep my guy alive. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead. Oops, I just messed up the screen, didn't I? We're going to Hydrologist here. Getaway Kodo is a great card. And I'm going to trade. I think he's going to trade. Yeah, let me check my scene here. Yeah, I made that a little too tall, didn't I? I should have been thinking on turn 3 he was going to drop the captain. Got a couple things I could do here. I can war leader now and trade into the captain. I think Chum Getaway Kodo is a better play though, since he already got rid of his patches. The only other charging minion I think that I would be scared of would be the 2/1. And he'd have to equip a weapon and do that. Which he just equipped a weapon and probably playing the guy. I'm hoping to balk next turn on something. Nice. Okay, I can't balk next turn, so I can chum war leader. Or he can not trade. Okay. He traded. So I can't block. So, I mean, the Spellbreaker is pretty decent here. I want to save it, though, for a Carnet or a Lich King, if they got it. That's pretty popular in these type of builds. I could chum and buff with a Rock Pool, which is pretty decent. If Chum hits my Rock Pool, I'd like that as well, because then both of those can trade. Yeah, both of those can trade to the captain. That's not bad. So 5th turn, we're looking at Scalebane. Carne 6. Bunch of stuff, actually. Rogue can play. Sarnak Chain Gang would be kind of bad for me right now, because then I'd have to trade into that before trading into the captain. I guess I could silence one if I wanted to, but like I said, I want to save that. Sorry. I had that card and I ended up disenchanting it a while ago because I wasn't playing Rogue. Which isn't bad. It's not game breaking, but it's it would be nice in a couple of the decks. Oh, there's the backstab. Alright, so I can trade with the captain. I want to get rid of the captain, I know that. The question is, do I want a Blessing of Kings, my Rock Pool, to keep him alive, or just drop the War Leader? War Leader right now is a 4/4, right? Yeah. So he would need to Zari and swing to kill it, or use a backstab or some sort of other removal. Yeah, I'm going to do that and hero power. This is all really tough stuff here. I really wanted a hero power because that'll help out with my Tarim turn next turn if he's still alive. Having a 1/1 turn into a 3/3 is good value. You got card draw off of that first poison, right? Yeah, King's Blood. Seeing Zari makes me think that this is like the Barnes build that's was going around for a while. That had a lot of death rattles, and you kind of use Barnes to pull out some pretty good stuff. Shaku, yeah, Shaku was one of the ones. Size 7. All right, this is the last game. I just heard my wife's car pull in. She must have finished her test, so let's hope we can win this and get on a at least even, break even. That's ugly. So let's say he can do 2 with his size 7, 2 with this. So I think Blessing of Kings is a decent play here, and hero power. And then we're gonna hope that he can't really do very much. He can use Shaku to trade, which would be pretty good, decent play. Oh, he got two card draws off his Lari, which is pretty good. Deal damage potion would have been kind of bad for me too. There's a couple other potions, I forget what they are. Cold blood. He wants to play the SI7.
This guy's toast.
Is he going to trade Shaku into my 5/5? No, he just wanted to play more spells. Okay. Okay, so now I can use my 5/5 and trade into the probably. Eesh, that's ugly. Alright, so this is probably a noble sacrifice. I'm going to swing and see. It is. Okay. I think Spellbreaker on Van Cleave's a pretty decent play here. Even if he has Lich King, if I silence it, it's still an 8/8, and that would be pretty bad for me no matter what. So I'm going to silence his Van Cleave. I don't have a Murloc, but I'm still going to play Grimscale and Hero Power to kind of buff my Tarim turn next turn if that's going to happen. He's got 6, 9, 10, 11 damage here. He'd have to have 6 from hand to kill me right now. Another secret. And Shaku's putting in the secret work, man. Alright, so we got
The Brotherhood shall come.
a pretty decent Tarim turn next turn. I'd probably kill Shaku along with this guy. I think we're gonna go ahead and just Vilefin and then drop Tarim. Trade these two guys in. Okay, so we're getting that back. I'm glad that wasn't Noble Sacrifice. And then, yeah, we're just hoping that he doesn't have very much good stuff. So I can Hero Power Megastar next turn and buff the token and the Vilefin. And, ooh, Scalebane kind of hurts. Hopefully it doesn't land on the Tar Creeper. Okay. Okay, Blessing of Kings helps out a lot here too. So... we got a trade here somewhere. Hey man. We're gonna Blessing of Kings and kill him. And then I could just trade into Van Cleave here. Yeah, I'm gonna Hero Power and just trade into Van Cleave. Let's see what we get here next. Bone Mare. Of course. Every deck runs Bone Mare, right? Alright, so I need Curator, Tyrion. I need some sort of big taunt. Curator really helps. Alright, so we're going to drop him. I'm going to Hero Power. Could have Rock Pooled, but Hero Power is pretty good there. You can trade with his scale or his Bone Mare and then swing for 9, 10, and then you just have to have one more damage. Yeah, and trading with your Scalebane would have been bad there. This is pretty much my death. Ooh, Spike Ridge really helps out here. Young and Megasar, Spike Ridge. Because then that kills both his guys. Another scale vein, okay. Oh god. That's it, guys. Damn. Look at some draws. Alright, well, can't lose stars. We got to rank 10 this episode. Or this time. I'll play again here probably maybe tomorrow, a little bit at night after I get home from work, or sometime on during the earlier next week, like Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, or something like that. And we'll try to get a lot lower, but rank 10's not bad. Too bad we ended up with a losing average, but you know, that's the way it goes in the game. Can't let that affect you too much. If you like my videos, or if you want to see the older ones, you can go to my YouTube channel right here, YouTube since 67. Check out the earlier episodes and stuff like that. And if you want to see when I come on live and stream next time, go ahead and hit follow. Alright, thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.